Hello YouTube, finally back with another video here. This is my cool growing cabinet. This is a Millsboro wide cabinet, I believe, that I converted into a little cold growing cabinet for my orchids. Basically, I just clear coated the back metal panels, a few coats on there, spray painted the side glass black, then sealed all the joints around the tank with silicone. And then I built a little PVC frame, covered it with some hardware cloth. And then I 3D designed and 3D printed a little shelf up there in the top right corner for that heater, which is one that does not have a tip over feature because I needed it to fit up in there. But that is controlled by another Inkbird temperature controller. And then it's got drilled a hole in the back over there for the humidifier to plumb into. It originally was up in the corner, but then I had issues with the condensation messing with my fan. And so, yeah, had to do plan B there. And then it's got like this little baby stroller fan in here, which I usually have that thing just cranked on 3 all the time, the highest setting. And it moves there around pretty good. Makes all the leaves on the plants move around pretty significantly. And then I've just got, obviously two 2-foot Barina lights up here. And then I 3D printed and made these clips, and I have another light down here that's just angled down for the lower plants. All right. It's got just a generic Crane humidifier as well. Also run by an Inkbird humidity controller. So temperatures, basically it doesn't really even need heat. I just have it in case it's like, fairly cold. Down here, it'll turn on if it gets to 15 degrees. This is also in my basement as well, as my tent. So I think it's maybe gotten down that low once down here. Yeah, normally it stays around maybe about 20 degrees Celsius during the day in here. Once in a while the heater will kick on, but usually it stays that temp on its own. But it's also right against a window in my basement, specifically for the reason that it will get some extra cold air coming onto the cabinet as well, just from that window. Anyway, let's get on with the plants. So got a Dendrobium I can never remember this one. Hecoense. Really cool, large circular opening on the flower. Interesting one. This one always looks like death, and everybody's plant that I see, they always look terrible. But, adds to the charm. Got a Diploclobium crystropus, or Dendrobium crystropus. Another cool little plant, little white flowers. I can get it to hook on there. Porglossum amethystum. This one's cool. Got little tiny small purple flowers, very small. It's a bit of a weed. It grows pretty rambly for, a Masdevallia like plant. Little Restrepia elegans. Beautiful flowers on that. Got a bud coming up soon. Try to do a video of that sometime soon. All right. So kind of just do the Masdevallias. Back here we have a Masdevallia maxillimax, Masdevallia nidifica. Then there's a Dracula rogue salvia, I believe. It's a hybrid from Equigenera that I picked up when they did a show here. That's a Masdevallia barleana. Then we got a Masdevallia Zollbruckneri, a Masdevallia viciana, Masdevallia patriura, that's the Black Panther one back there, and then just the normal white version there. Bulbophyllum mirum. I had this one for a little while now. Still hasn't flowered for me yet. Not sure what's going on with that. maybe this spring. I can't remember specifically what season they bloom in. But this was like a little tiny cluster, like that big when I got it. So it's put on pretty significant growth since I got it. We got Lepanthes calydiction, which should be in anybody's collection because those are awesome. Just a random Nepenthes. And then we got Lepanthes gargola, which I believe there is actually a flower on there currently. Yep, there it is. That's a great one. It's been a little finicky, but not that bad. It's really starting to actually grow now, which is nice. I got a this is a Stellus rhodogroy, I believe. Rodrigoy, something or another, yeah. Really cool little fuzzy triangular kind of shaped flower. This is Dryadella simula. Cool little flowers on that guy as well. Kind of spotted, very small. They're only like maybe a centimeter or two across. This is Scaphosepalum Adrianetti or Adrianetti. I'm not sure. I'm missing the tag for it. Never got one, so I need to look it up and actually make one for it. This is the Scaphosepalum that I mounted in that video previously on TikTok. This one's Gibberosum. And then this is Lepanthes auriculata. It's a really big one. I did not honestly mean to buy this plant. I had it in my cart and then I looked it up and saw how huge it is, and I was like, never mind. And I totally forgot to delete it out of my cart, and so I ended up with it, and it's massive, which isn't a big deal because this cabinet's probably going to go away sometime soon, and I'm just going to put everything into my 4x2 tent, so it won't be a big deal. But it's got little yellow flowers. I don't think I have it. There's a bud coming. They come out on the back side of the leaf. This is Scaphosepalum brev. It's the xanthic form, the more yellow colored flowers. And then this is Gastrocalus retrocala back here. Cool little yellow flowers that they kind of smell like pledge, which doesn't sound that appetizing or appealing, but they actually smell pretty good. Hamada, Nepenthes back there. This is a Stellus Kerfersteniana. Basically, it's like most of your Stellus is just a fuzzy-lipped one, kind of a spread out open mouth. This is a Restrepia muscifera, and then got a Restrepia brachypus. And you want to talk about a super, super ugly plant. This is one of them. No amount of water seems to make these leaves actually come out. I have a couple of them that are decent, but the greater majority of them are all wrinkled and twisted and all that. So I think it's kind of just the nature of the plant. Yeah, this guy is quite floriferous. I mean, you can see all the dead spikes all over that thing. And basically, once I start to see some buds coming out, I'll go through and I'll cut all those off. So that was all in one flush that it did a few months ago. Great little plant. I would definitely recommend, if you're going to have one Restrepia species, that would be a good one to have. But yeah, that's basically the cabinet. So have a good night, guys.